the last of the sunshine before it dips. Let's go. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning motivation time. Let me show the motivation. It's right here in my pocket. I've been waiting to smoke it, and I'm gonna watch this little sunset real quick because I've been making better choices. And choices equals results. That's going to be a new shirt over here at Saints Addiction, Saints brand, mostly Saints. I don't know what kind of shirt I'm going to make with that. But, oh shit, that cloud's covering up my shine. And isn't that how life will be sometimes? It covers up the shine. These poor bastards are building the brick wall. They almost got the whole street paved. It's fucking dope. You know, I've been watching these guys bust their ass and even do a lot of bricklaying work over here, getting the balconies together. And I feel like maybe in this next week, this will all be paved and ready to go. It's nice to watch things get completed and hard work get done, especially in the cold. And that's what I've been talking about. This morning's motivation is really digging deep. Last night we were hanging out with the homies and they were like, let's go into Helsinki and let's go get some girls and we'll pay for it. And they were kind of wasted and drunk and on a good one. And I was just like, it's Monday night. I have no special plans. I really just want to eat goulash with my friend and chill on the couch and finish watching Pacific Rim. And we keep talking about getting old and how all my friends have fucking gotten old over the years and how that happens to us, getting ready for the club in your 40s is literally getting on the couch and putting on some comfy clothes. I was watching they were like the NFL players. It's like, what do NFL players do to unwind after it? It's him and his wife were smashing some Taco Bell. He's like, I'm about to rip this Taco Bell. And he's like, I'd strip off my clothes and go to sleep. She's like, I'm not stripping nothing. And she just bites into her shit. It's like, it was one of those things where it was real. And that's what it is to keep it real with yourself. You're going to ask yourself what real decisions that you make to get those real results that you got. And most of us don't want to talk about the results. We don't want to talk about the energy expended or the strategy we took or the thought that was happening before the decision, the emotional stability or the non-emotional stability that most of us experience before we make a purchase or a breakup or just for going out at night. We don't really ask ourselves the real deal, right? We don't want to have that conversation because it makes us have to be real with ourselves. And there's a lot of cover-ups. There's a lot of deniability. It's almost like a Mission Impossible theme. Like if you don't accept this mission, it will self-destruct in 5 seconds. That's us, dude. We're self-destructing, being self-destructive all the time, and those decisions are affecting our minds. It becomes a thing where is this the same lady that was fucking throwing out her trash the other day? I think so, dude. She's like the same chick, just in a row, just doing the same thing. I bet you she's so anal, she busted out how much you want to bet if she walks past me again, that she will use the alcohol wipes that she brings for the trash. Wait, is she grabbing it? Is she grabbing it? Is she grabbing the alcohol wipes or just putting on the gloves? She's just putting on the gloves. I bet wrong. Yeah, I thought I was right, but I was wrong. Just putting on the gloves. Yesterday, she brought the alcohol wipes and, touch the hair after you touch the trash. Anyway, your boy Saint, I can be judgmental. I can be rude. I can be quite the asshole if needs be. And then I also can fix my attitude. I can make better decisions and become a better human. And that's just what I believed over at Saints Addiction. It's not just about being saintly. I got my Saints brand shirt on right now. It's not just about being a saint. It's also about being a sinner. It's also about being what kind of sins that you choose in your life and what's going to rule your world. And then that's what ends up being your master. Your decisions master you. And that's a tough decision to make. I talk about LL Cool J saying, he made a decision to always do his best. That's a tough decision to make because that's going to require you getting off that lazy Taco Bell session and still going into the gym. You listen to someone like your boy Kobe Bryant and talk about if he gets up at 3-4 o'clock a.m. how many more workouts he does, and the reason he justified it is that he would be that much better than the next talent because I did that much more work than you. So you can start seeing yourself move above your opponents or move above the static, and that's what it is. It's like a lot of the things is like we end up shooting ourselves regularly on a regular basis. Like as soon as we wake up, we're trying to get our minds right. We're trying to make it work for us and feel right. And usually the things that we do that are usually a self detriment already. So I'm talking about like the coffees, the cigarettes, the day drinking. You know, there's something that you go, oh, let me go back to this well because it made me well. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody ever did that before, but let me get back into this mindset. Yeah, bro, hit it harder. That'll make it work. And that's what we do in life. We hit ourselves harder to make it work for us. And sometimes it's a detriment of us. It's not exactly like it's working better by hitting it harder. And it was one of those lessons I had to learn as a kid when I was throwing the bricks or I was throwing the logs, and my stepdad's like, you threw it too hard. Well, all day I'd been throwing these logs down a hill as hard as I could. By the time it was time to stack them in the truck, it broke the back window. He'll never forgive me. But apparently he was thinking of and saying, my son's in Finland and he's in the print. I was going to say, the Wi-Fi is right here. I'm right on the other side of the wall with the Wi-Fi. So I don't know what to do with it all, but that's what life is to me. You know, it's I'm in constant competition with myself. Can I will myself to another country? Can I will myself to create income? Can I will myself to stay positive? Can I will myself to stay on a diet? Can I will myself to stay on this fasting? And it's been working wonders for your boy. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm almost 200 pounds, literally just melting away, maybe because I don't have as much money to eat, but it also helps that it cures the cravings. Like I'm not exactly doing something to myself to make it worse in the first place. And that's where it comes down to. It comes down to us as people treating ourselves better, making better decisions, eating better food, hanging out with better friends. And that's why I posted that this morning. It was like the 5 people you want to surround yourself with are the passionate, the inspired. You don't want to be around the naysayers. It sucks that it's going to be about depression. If you're around a depressed person, it's almost like you're going to get the depression. It's almost like going to jail. If someone goes to jail, then you start looking like a criminal, or you'll be the next one to go to jail. It's one of those things that we do as people. Those things should slide in. I really don't know why this dude's hammering it in. I don't know. He's putting on some guards, but isn't that life? We got to put on our own guards. Yeah, bro, hit it hard. Hit it harder. And that's what life's about. You know, it hits us hard, but do we know how to hit back, or do we know how to respond? And that's the real thing. It's like almost like a Philly shell defense or something. You know what I mean? It's like, do you roll with the punches, or do you use your shoulder to dodge it? Do you make an ability to not be involved with it, or does it land right here on your shoulders and make you feel a certain type of way? And that's what I've been asking today. You know, I called up my friend up there in Thailand. Well, we met through a podcast. You know, we met through the Adam Dunn podcast, but we didn't actually get to meet. This is our first time actually talking and chatting. But somewhere between Ryan and Chris, these guys are making the future of cannabis in Thailand. And I wanted to know what was the real decisions on the streets. And he was thinking that people were going to become more regulated, and that it became the Wild West at first, and it had no guardrails. It's almost like riding a bike without safety wheels. You know, it's like now we're going to need the doctor's prescription, and then people can still grow it, but who can sell it? And they're going to crack down on their ability to do it. And I was thinking, you know, not while I'm visiting, but what's the beat on the street? And the reason I'm going is so I can put my eyes on it and know what it's going to be doing. And that's what it's all about. You know, it's all about knowing what you're doing, you know, to know thyself, you know, and see yourself in your patterns daily and go, okay, why am I doing the things that I'm doing? And does it make me better if I do them? And that's a big question that most people don't want to ask. They don't want to ask, you know, why do I work this job? Or am I still passionate of what I do? Or are these things important for me as they are for you? And it is that important to me because I know myself, I won't have the mental stability that I need if I don't make the right decisions and proceed. And that's something that really takes precedence in my mind, is not going out on a fucking Monday night like I'm in Las Vegas again. I used to tell people, it's Monday, it's my Wednesday, I gotta work tomorrow, my buddy's gotta work tomorrow right now. And if we go and fucking pull the Helsinki, then there goes our health. There goes our wealth. There goes our progress speed. And then you're going to have to take all of today to recover and stay being up like me and enjoying the shine, you're going to have to frown and come up with reasons why and feel a certain type of way. And the energy is equal. You know what I mean? We all have to wake up. We all have to shit. We all have to fucking breathe. This is this equal energy that's giving us all. The sun's shining us equally on us all. Now, if I'm at the Northern Territory, then it dips a little bit faster in the winter, but it stays up longer in the summer. Equal balance. And it's a nice little world that we try to throw out of balance. We want somebody's to have extreme wealth. I think it was like the top 6 or 8 wealthy people in the world are above half the planet, like combined. Like their income's so vast that it's more than half the planet. I think D.L. Hughley was mentioning this, and he was saying it's grotesque, and he's absolutely right. It's a shame, flim flam, shim sham flim flam, that people are going hungry and they're going without and they're struggling, and it's not because of just them or their education or their situation or their environment. It's literally because the game is rigged. The game is rigged for people that have already have some wealth, and then it takes money to make money, or to keep it rolling, or to have someone else pay interest on the money that they're loaning, or be a pawn shop and take advantage of their detriment. And it's just like, I'm out here trying to make smooth moves. I'm trying to make smooth moves for myself and my wealth, and it's not just for something, and my health. I want these things to survive, and that's why I do the push-ups. That's why I stay on the fasts. That's why I've been losing the weight. That's why I've been staying next to my friends. That's why I've been eating scarcely and not being a glutton and just swallowing everything. Because I was telling everybody that's my thing, is ice cream. You know what I mean? Like, my thing's ice cream. If I could get some ice cream, then I'll scream. Like, the sugar makes me feel happy. And you got to know the things that actually make you feel happy, like going to the beach. The guy was talking on the phone. I was watching this cute couple on my reels, and all they do is harass each other, prank each other, but love each other. You can tell they love each other genuinely. They make an awesome, cute couple. But he was just like, let me talk on the phone with my mom and talk about all the things that she likes. And he's like, yeah, Mom, sure. Let's meet up at Starbucks. Oh, you want to go to the beach after? Yeah, we'll grab some ice cream. And the girl's like, I want to go. Those are all my favorite things. And it's like, what are your favorite things? And are you chasing those things? Are you really actively going after the things that you want? Or do you let Netflix take your time, or YouTube take your time? Dudes like me spitting in your face for 30 minutes a day, sucking up your time. And I'm just trying to make this worthy of your time. Periscope with a purpose and say, look, dude, time is a very valuable commodity. And if we numb ourselves, if we put ourselves back on the fucking Amazon Prime videos, or that we Netflix and chill, or we go down rabbit holes of research, there's things that, like I said, David Goggins said, man, this is the most powerful tool you have, is your mind, and to start using it in a powerful force and a usable force instead of a force against yourself. And that's when I started to really gain that wealth of, I have self-confidence. I do tell myself I love myself in the morning. I do the push-ups. I do the fasting. I have lost the weight. I am traveling. This was my mission in my life, and no matter what has happened in my life, and I could go over it and I could cry about it, I still made a pimp decision 15 years ago in Thailand, and I'm going back to that same position. That's going to be one hell of a fucking Periscope or a live, so make sure you fucking subscribe, because that's what I was like. I was like you. I was working a job. I was going every day. I liked my job. I kind of liked selling cars. I like those people. I still talk to them and shit, but I was about to be a lifer at some corporation that didn't have my last name. Not like I'm wearing my last name right now. Let me wear it proud while the sun shines on the same. You know what I mean? I'm wearing my last name instead of someone else's last name. Somebody give me some shine. If you can screenshot this for me, please send it to your boy, please. Yes, dude. Yes, blessed, man. I had to put that intention out into the world. And before I created the font, or before I created the idea, or before I bought the websites, I had to believe. I had to put some energy into me instead of corporations that just would delete me, or I could be fired easily or replaced easily. And I was just like, that's not what I want to do. I want to see the world before. I remember I was like, I'm almost 30. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I better do it now. And my friend's like, he's envious. He's like, yo, man, I wish I was like you. I wish I would travel. But he can't function without money. You should see him. He can't function without cigarettes or fucking girls. It's like, do you really want to be celibate? Do you really want to fast? Do you want to break your addictions? Then you're talking about Saints addiction. Now we can talk, because that's exactly what I had to do to get these results. I had to stop doing cocaine. My friend's like, ooh, I can get some cheap cocaine and I can't wait. And I'm like, fake fun. Instantly in my head, fake fun. And I even tell my friends that that's fake fun. Or like sugar and ice cream, all that cream and sugar. Fake fun. It's going to give you the quick buzz, but just like like I know, you bite 3 bites into a Snickers and it's gone, but the calories are still there. I think there's almost like 1,000 calories, 360 calories, or I don't even know, 750 calories in a Snickers. Somebody edit me below, but it's a lot of calories. And it's like, you're going to get those fake calories, or are you going to get some vegetables? Are you going to get that exercise in, or are you going to stay stationary? Are you going to be the type of person that boldly goes, or are you going to live in fear? And this is all decisions, and that's why these are your results. And if I'm an accumulation of my results, then I have to be accountable for my decisions. And there's a lot of people I know around me that aren't that accountable, or maybe they want to live in cognitive dissonance, and they even presented with the facts, they don't want to see the truth. That's fine. You can live a lie, but the results don't lie. And that's the big thing. And you're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Why am I not a millionaire already? Well, the odds are stacked against you, and you're probably not working as hard as you could. You know what I mean? You're not pulling fucking David Goggins 100 fucking races in a row. Body weight. That's a really extremely focused person. And to most people, that's too intense. Like you said, that's too much sauce. It might be too much energy for some people. And my friend was trying to apologize for her energy. And I was like, don't ever apologize for being yourself. Those people aren't your people. And maybe those people don't see your vision. You know what I mean? Only visions come to us. You're the only one that sees your dream. If you ever try to explain a nightmare or a dream back to somebody, you'll see how weird it is and how many details are in your mind that you can't transfer to other people's minds. And you can't transfer the work that you do to other people's results. And that's why I had to fucking do what I do. I had to fucking break free of the matrix, bro. I didn't want to be somebody's stooge, wearing somebody else's name on my chest and going every day. I had my Finley Toyota gear. I had the matching polo with the matching shorts, and now I have my own shorts with my own logo. Holla, y'all can't stop me now. Copywritten, so don't copy me, you know what I mean? And now I got something I can sell while I'm traveling, instead of wishing that there was someone that was going to help me, or wishing that there was some form to get some income. My friends could be like, well, that's illegal. You don't even pay taxes. I was like, on some shirts? Like, if they don't get enough taxes on your rent or your paycheck or a gas, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm sitting here, all I'm doing is doing a pop-up, and we're giving away free stuff, and it's a raffle. And so, just so you know what I mean? This is a marketing by Saints, idea, skimmy scam, flim flam, shim shlam, something I created out of nothing, and now it becomes a thing where I'm tagging all my friends, and it's gonna be an event, and I'm gonna raise the money so I have something in my pocket to fucking spend while I'm in Thailand, so I'm not stuck, so I can sit longer and think more. That's all I did, bro. I literally was on the island. I'm like, I'm so happy right here, right now, toes in the sand. How do I keep this going? Oh, well, you're going to need some income. Well, I was like, if I had $3,000 coming out of this ATM every month, then I'll be solid. And that was my honest to God thought. I was like, that's all I need, just magic, sprinkle some magic on top of me, and then I'll be free and I'll be happy, And it's like, you got to ask yourself, what's it really going to take to get you to be happy? Is it going to take you to be a skinnier version of yourself? I know one girl where it's like, she started crying and she was all drunk at the house. I don't even know this chick, but her mom was like kind of harassing her, like, you got fat. Well, of course, when she was 17, 18, 19, she was skinny coming out of high school. Now she's becoming a full-figured woman, but she wasn't fat. So it's like, what lies do you believe, or what lives do you lead? What lives do you believe, and what lies do you lead? What lives do you lead? And if you live a life where you're smashing the carbs late at night, and that's the thing that keeps you comfortable, then yeah, of course the hips are going to go wide. But if you're also a person that gets up in the morning and starts burning them off, then you can eat whatever the fuck you want, and that's the life that you lead. And that's what I wanted people to do. I wanted them to live their life fully. You know, life's the best game going. And I had to tell my friend that, even though I have my depression and I have my bipolarness and I have my narcissism and I have moments of not glory and misinformation or misdecisions, but at the same time, I'm still pumping in that energy. I'm still making ideas. I'm still writing them down. I'm still chasing this dream. I'm not successful by any means, but I guess I'm a success in the way that I live my life on my own terms. I'm going back to the same island, putting my toes in the sand, and as long as the money comes in, then I can do that for as long as I want and stay as happy as I want. And that was the whole plan. So happiness is a battleground that happens between our ears. You know, it literally happens in the decisions made between the synapses, and when we start to be clear and focus on what we want to do with our lives and say, okay, you know, I'm doing this because of this. And it's worth it. It's worth not going out Monday night to Helsinki with the guys with the coke and the pills and an evil look in their eyes. I was like, these guys are fucking straight criminals. You know what I mean? I don't need any criminal friends. Like I told my homie this morning, I don't need any new friends. You know what I mean? Like I need friends that are supportive and aren't on the sauce and aren't arguing or starting fights or have any drama. It's not that we all don't have drama, but you know what I mean? When there's troublemakers, that's going to slow me down. And if I make better decisions, then I can accelerate. And that's where I want to get to. I want to get to that point, back to where my toes in the sand. The money's coming out of the ATM, and I'm smiling ear to ear, grinning like a Cheshire cat because I'm so happy. And that's what I want to get to. I want to get back to my happy place. Everyone needs one on this planet. Maybe it's a fort like it used to be when I was a kid. I would make a fort in the forest of Colorado. Maybe it's the island. You know, I mean, it must be nice to be on the island. You know how that goes. But it's also the decisions that I make. And if I keep beating myself up in the morning, then I'm going to feel depressed and angry and suicidal. If I keep brushing my teeth with my left hand, giving myself the I love yous and doing the push-ups and deep exaggerated breaths, then it's going to go that direction. And that's what I just have to ask myself, you know, saying, does depression exist? Yes, it does, but so does exercise. And I can't be as depressed if I do the exercise, and I can't be as upset if I don't do the work. It's like Ice Cube said, don't be mad at the results of the work you didn't do. You feel me on that? You feel me on that? Don't be mad at the results of the work you didn't do. And a lot of people, they're not doing that work. They're not doing that self-improvement. They're not reading self-help books. They're not playing chess with their friends instead of drowning out on a phone. They're not saying no to nights on the town when it's a Monday night. They're not stopping any of their habits, but they're expecting different results. It's like, no, bro, something's got to give. And it ain't going to be me. And that's what I did. I said, you know, I'm done with the cocaine. It didn't give me the energy that I wanted it to give me. And I'm done chasing bitches because this could turn into heartbreak and lies. And I'm like, I need to be happy with me. And then it was one of those things where it's like, as long as I can live this life, then I have all the glory and I have all the shine. And that's all I wanted to ever do, was just to shine. And that's what we do over here at Saints Brand. We shine on people. The Saints light up the world is what I say. And and I'm lit right now. I'm fucking lit. I've been traveling all of Europe for the last 6 months. I got to see things I never thought I'd get to see. Going to Barcelona, Spain, and the La Sagrada Familia, and I've been to Finland before. I've been to Germany before, but I've been to Turkey before, but I never expected to go to Scotland. I never expected to go to Ireland. I never thought that these Chevrolets, these shoes that I import and export from all over the world, would touch down in London town and go to places that I didn't even think of I was going to go, and to be there. To boldly go and to be there. Whether I had money in my pocket or whether I was being positive, that was all up to me. You know what I mean? That was up to me to form this new method of my life, to not be a part of the matrix, to not have some other man's, go into other man's building, and I'd have to go to the Finley car lot or work for somebody else's slave wages, where they took away the most important thing of my life, and that is life and light and the shine and the ability to breathe fresh air. So nice, dude, to be able to breathe and take in life. And that's what I've really been doing is just like, this is a blessed life if I allow it to, if I get in my gratitude, if I work on what is working for me, if I do talk to my friends and check on them. And it was cool that I got to dust off my friend. I'm like, are you alive? And next thing I know, I'm at his house, listening to jazz music, playing chess, getting my ass kicked at chess, but still making it happen. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about for me. I said, I'm here to see my friends. And people constantly ask me, why are you here? Why are you in Finland? I'm here to see my friends. And that's what those moments are for me. We grow old together. We've known each other 15 years, and it's just like Boulder City for me, or Las Vegas. I'm an LVOG, but I guess I'm a Finland OG too, because like I've known these guys for so long, and they are a part of me. I know their family. I'm gonna get to meet some of their children. They know me. They love me. I'm the funkle. I'm fun Uncle Saint. I'm gonna be a bridge for them in the future. Since I don't have children, I guess I get to spoil their children instead of beating myself up for not having my kids. I'm gonna spoil someone's kids, and I love kids that much. So wouldn't it be cool to have a world traveling uncle that's got some funds, that can afford some flight tickets and pay all the people back, why, like an all expense paid trip for a week to somewhere that they want to go, and have beautiful dinners and get to spend more time together. And that's where I find my wealth, is in time. The true commodity is like how you spend your time. That's how you're going to know how wealthy you are. If you spend your time being on a forklift building someone else's house, then I sure hope it's worth the snowboard you buy from it, but you're never going to get that time back. Oh, it tastes so good, smells so good. It's so pure out here. So, I want people to live a pure life. It's not that I'm just like this saint and I'm pure. By no means, it's mostly saints. Most of us got the devil too. And Lord knows that my horns grow, and I've made bad decisions that I super regret, and I'm still beating myself up for it. But it's not going to help. Like my spiritual mentor, Terry Prince, would tell you, worrying about it will not change the outcome. And if you want to change the outcomes of your life, just start making better choices for yourself. You know what you can do. You know what your abilities are. Everyone has a certain talent in this life. No one was born here not having some sort of given talent or something to smile about, something to look forward to, something to be about it. That's how we stay out in these streets. Don't talk about it. Be about it. And that's going to be the biggest choices and change that I got out of my life. As I chose to be a business owner, I chose to be a world traveler. I chose to design my life, and that's what Designs by Saints is all about. I was going to design my life and create these products, or ship these products, or import and export products, or do designs, or make someone's logo, or sell some shirts. It was all in design, all in my head, and now it's an actual event. It's actual way that I earn income. It's the only way that I'm going to get from point A to point B. It's the only way that I can suffice me and not be a part of the matrix, not have someone else be my boss. I'm my own boss. I can only fire me, but most importantly, I'm the only one that can hire me. You get what I'm saying? I hire myself before I do push-ups. I hire myself before I read a book. I hire myself when I go to events. Even if I don't make money, I chose me, and I put my time into me and things that I create and things that I'm a part of, instead of for someone else that might not call me back, that might fire me, that might fucking not care about me. And that's what it's all about. I want you to care about you enough to fucking put the phone down. I want you to care about your health long enough to put the cigarettes down. I want you to care enough to stop fighting with people and start fighting against yourself. You're in competition with yourself. I hate to say it, but daily, we all got the same energy. All we can do is breathe and start treating ourselves better, bro. That way we can get better results, and then we can be better people. And that's what Saints Brand's all about. Saints light up the world, and I want people to be able to be their saintly self and not their unwealth and their unhappiness and their depression. I wanted them to be a positive force in the life force that is going through all of us. And that's your morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, not forever, from lovely Finland. Say goodbye to the sunset. And I'm saying goodbye to you, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe below what you got out of this too. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta work together. And as he's landing this mothership, the show is over. Peace. I'll see you on the other side. Ciao.